from the break and welcome back to the Intel Challenge 2019. We are live from Katowice and we are into our second map of our semi-final today. I'm very excited. We've got one more to go, but what a first match it has been. If you have missed it all, don't worry, we're going to have a quick chat about it now, and I'm sure you can catch some of the highlights as well if you're having a break. But I'm so excited to welcome onto the desk again Miss Harvey and Potter. You're here for the next 2 days, and I mean, what a start we've had to our Friday and this semi-final. It's been so up and down. CLG obviously haven't wanted it to go that way whatsoever, and probably didn't actually think it was going to happen like that. I mean, it was so back and forth, and considering, like we said before, they picked Overpass to start with, and it really just didn't pay off for them at all. Thinking about this team now and about how they're feeling getting into this next map, which is Mirage, how do you think their heads are going to be right now? Are they going to be in the gutter, or are they going to sort of shake it off, live it up a little bit, and, you know, get hyped for the next one?
Well, the result was really disappointing for CLG, but I think, like you mentioned, CLG looked like the better team on Overpass. On Mirage, though, this is a map that Assassins probably played a lot. They're going to come in and they're going to be ready for it. Between the breaks, we saw CLG kind of do a huddle, bring it back, the momentum, like kind of loosen up a little bit. So I think that CLG is just scratching that map. At least that's what they should be doing, and really focus on Mirage, because this is going to be a really hard fight.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think CLG really have to sit back and focus and look at it objectively, or maybe not even think about it at all. That first map, it definitely should have gone CLG's way. Assassins are looking really good, though. I'm sure they're feeling like they're feeling on top of the world.
They're probably like, we didn't play Overpass.
Exactly.
I mean, you called it at the start. I mean, I don't know if I jinxed it or not, but I did say, you know, will Assassins be worried? And Potter, you said no, absolutely not. They're going to be ready.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I thought that, again, Assassins, I feel like they're probably under the impression that they stole this. They stole the first map, and they're on a high right now. And so that's kind of scary thinking about going into Mirage, because as we mentioned earlier, CLG Red didn't look as strong on Mirage as they did on the other maps.
Yeah, Mirage has always been a really, I want to say, controversial map in the CS female tournament. It's always a map with the most upsets, the most randomness. So who knows? It might backfire for Assassins, and CLG might do great. It's a very, very difficult map for teams to master at this tournament every year. This would be my ban if I was still playing. I do not like to play Mirage versus these girls. So yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what CLG is going to do, especially early in the game, because when they started to have momentum, they started to roll on Assassin until the half switch. And then it was the opposite. When Assassins started to have the momentum, they rolled on CLG. So hopefully we get a little more back and forth throughout the game, a lot more gun rounds. There was a lot of saves in the last map. It was really one-sided every half. So I want to see a good fight today, but I really also want to go into a third map.
I think I do too. I mean, you guys know the CLG roster pretty well. And Potter, how does these girls play on the back foot, and especially under pressure? Sometimes with some of the top teams, they like a little bit of a challenge, and they sort of come out of their shell and play a little bit better. What are these guys like?
I would say that they do, for sure. But as we mentioned earlier, CLG Red historically has not had as much success on LAN as they have online. And so hopefully that sort of pressure doesn't get to them. But these are the kind of moments that we as competitors live for, right? Is being on that stage, being in this clench. And that first map was such a pleasure to watch. It was so good. It was so close. And so for them, the feelings that they're having right now, this is what they're fighting for. This is why they're here. And so I think they're going to embrace it, and we're going to see an explosive second map.
Definitely. I mean, looking at the way Assassins played, especially towards the end of that map and also in the overtime, I mean, Vilga obviously did step up very big for her team, and amazing plays coming out of her left, right, and centre. But she played so smart. I feel like that was where the difference was. She sort of looked at the way CLG were playing, kind of saw these small moments, these tiny little bit of momentum that she had, and could carry forward. A gap in the smoke, maybe looking at the right corner at the right time, being behind them for a start, and them not looking around that corner. It's like little tiny mistakes that CLG can make that she seemed to capitalize on. Does CLG now need to sort of turn that table around and start playing more like that?
I think so. I think CLG, as we said, Overpass, they looked like the better team. And so they need to keep that in mind going into Mirage. They had really good set pieces on Overpass. Bring that over to Mirage. Don't be nervous. Don't second guess your preparations. You guys have prepared at home, bring that over, showcase that, execute it, and believe in your preparation. And the same goes for Assassins. Assassins on Overpass earlier on in the match, they had a really good set piece towards B. It was very aggressive. They had some nice pop flashes, and they kind of veered off. I've noticed both teams actually stopped making sort of aggressive plays. They stopped doing their set pieces. They sort of just started using their utility and seeing what the other team responds to. And I think Assassins and CLG Red, they should both stick to their game plans, believe in their preparations, and execute.
There was really a turning point for me in that match where Assassin did not look in control at all, although the game was tight. There was one point on their CT side when they were doing their comeback where they completely switched their setups to being, they started the half with doing heavy one side and then really pass it the other side. And it did not work out because team, and they know how to take control of every area of the map slowly. They've done that so much. When they start playing passive on both sides, this is when they were able to just raw, pure skill, challenge CLG's strats, I guess, and let CLG kind of work their way through the site and just wait for the last second and do these crazy plays that Vilga did. So although they had no game plan or very little game plan on Overpass, they were able to adapt not extremely quickly, I wouldn't say, but in the end to win. And on Mirage, I think that this can be crucial where on the other side, CLG was not able to stop the bleeding, right? So I can't wait to see Assassins not only right now, but in the future.